Hi, beautiful beings of light. In today's video, I wanted to share with you a section where one of my fellow lightworker, Jim, and I were in a session together clearing multidimensional implants. Jim has given me the permission to share this section with all of you guys here because we found it really helpful in that session. We felt a big difference, and also I wanted to take a short introduction of why we are doing it. What is the purpose behind it? When we think about implants, a lot of times we think of it like a physical form, which is what some of these dark beings are trying to do, right, through microchipping. The reason that they are able to implant these ideas in the first place is that in our Akashic remembrance, in the collective experience, we've had energetic imprints or signature of these experiences in our past lives. These implants, through accessing the Akash, and that's my expertise, my special gifts in this lifetime is to access the Akash, I was able to find out that implants in itself are multidimensional and they are quite ancient. In our session, we were able to go back to a very ancient cosmic lifetime where I found out that these agendas actually started way beyond these draconians. It started as an insectoid empire. And the feelings that we were getting was this is way deeper than we have been taught or have known. And so we're really going into the core roots. We're going into the Akash and to remove these energetic imprints so that in our physical reality, we don't manifest these scenarios. This is what we are here to do. This is what light workers are being here to do, to clear programmings, to clear negative core implants so that we bring forth the reality that we want. The utopian golden era of the light where everyone is abundant, healthy, advanced technology is being released and so forth. And so these implants are really tricky, and I've worked with people with implants before. They are quite chronic, so sometimes it takes like a few sessions to do. So if you do need to re-listen to this audio, if you found it helpful, you can absolutely do so. In our experience, after we chanted this invocation together, and it's really cool because we incorporated both masculine and feminine energy together, right? That divine masculine and feminine. And then that night when I went to sleep, I felt these dark energy being pulled out of my body. I was literally like purging hardcore, guys. It was not a pleasant dream, but I'm feeling much lighter now. So when it comes to detoxing and removing, right, just make sure you do this when you are able to like rest, when you have energy to do so, because it's just like running a marathon, right? Getting to the finish line, it does take energy. The other thing I noticed about implant is some of these implants that starseeds have experienced are a mixture of AI and organic. They can merge into the organic tissues and become part of the bioresonance field where it's not even detectable. And so I think it's really important for us to energetically remove these core imprints, right? So that removes it from our Akash, let us heal our past life self, our multidimensional self, so that we can become a clearer vessel of light. Now, I don't want this video to cause more like doubts or more like fear. This is not the point of our healing work. We're here to transmute and transform. We're here to face what needs to be faced and releasing using love and light. And thus, I want you to come and do this practice with the intention that you're here to cleanse, release, and disengage. Not come from the fear of saying, oh my God, what else do I have? Like, how many layers do I need to look into? Oh my God, what have I done in these past lives? Not from that type of mindset. But just like an ascended master, when you're walking by a path, you see like, oh, here's a piece of rock that's in front of my path. Let me gently pick it up, thank the rock, and put it to the side and keep walking towards your path. So that's the energy and mindset that I want us to go into as we go forward in this practice. And to know that these implants are being cleared much more easily with the ascension energy, a lot of ascended masters, the positive energy that's coming in, our healing gifts and our Akash is being shifted very quickly and more easily than it was, like even a few years ago. And so trust in your ability to heal yourself. We are here to be sovereign integrals. We are wing makers. We're here to save the children. We are here to liberate humanity. We are here to reclaim our spiritual sovereignty. These beings have used so many tricks, programmings. They knew how to use these esoteric spells to control the population. And for a long time, we were not taught this information. It was only through our own spiritual ascension and research and learning that we realized, hey, if we can manifest using positive affirmation, the dark side has been using spell for a very long time. They've been using rituals, dark rituals with cosmic alignment. They have been infiltrating. They have been infecting our sacred symbols. They made us think all these sacred symbols are now all bad. But like I've talked about in the other videos before, it always has to do with our consciousness and intention. A pen is a pen. You can write the word love or you can write the word hate, right? It's based on our consciousness. So all of this healing work, this ascension activation that we're doing is activating our higher consciousness, which many ascended masters like Jesus, Buddha, Kuan Yin has talked about. That is how we create change. That is how we create that everlasting transformation. So these implants, right, have been planted to lower our vibration, our consciousness. These 5G towers, spells that were put onto our government documentations, right? When your name is printed on these government documents, there were spells, there were dark magic that was put onto it. There are other dark magics that have been happening in this world. Like before I became spiritually awakened, I didn't think that people would do these things, but as a full-time healer now, witnessing firsthand, there's so many people that experience childhood trauma and childhood abuse. Why? There's so many people experiencing entities, attachment. So many people are suffering from physical illness. Why? If our body can regenerate, if we are connected to source, why are we experiencing these blockages? And it's not to point the finger to the dark and say it's all your fault. In a way, we agreed in this experience, right? We have come here to transform it, basically to say, you know, for thousands of years, humanity have been sleeping. We have been letting these programs run their course. Now we're saying no more. The truth is coming up. The truth is being revealed. Now we are being able to clear these blockages once and for all. And so that's the purpose of today's practice, and why I wanted to share is to help us raise our vibration frequency and empower us as a sovereign being to always have our power with us, our spiritual power, our mental wellness, emotional wellness. These are all aspects of our power that we are regaining and reclaiming. And so I hope that this video will help you, right? It might not apply to you. I thought it didn't apply to me, but then at night I was releasing stuff. So give it a try, right? You have to come from a place of very groundedness. If you're in a space where you're in a deep depression, if you're feeling super ungrounded, it's probably a better idea to have someone ground you, to have someone like a really trusted, genuine healer to help you with the session. I like to empower people, but there are times and space where it's appropriate and where time space is not. If you're in a space where it's just too much energy, if you're like a violin where the string is too tight, then take some time to unwind first, ground yourself, then proceed with today's practice. If you're in a good space, or if you feel like there's some blockage there, I can feel it, or you already know you have implants that you want to work on removing, then this will be appropriate. Now, I only share the audio section, but we took time to do invocations. We took time to do protection, connecting with higher self, source, archangels, ascended masters. So pause this video if you want to practice with us, and just take the time to do this invocation. And then once you're ready, then go ahead, play the invocation. You can listen in, right, the first time to see how we did the invocation. You can change the wording if you want to. You can repeat after us, after you've listened to it and you resonate with it. So then you actually activate your throat chakra for this practice. I know today is a bit longer video, but I think it's very important. I think it's so important for us now to just say no. We don't consent to these dark magic. We don't consent to being controlled, suppressed, or subjugated in any way. It's time for us to rise up and reclaim our sovereignty as light beings. That's what we're here to do. So let's do a good job together. As we stand united with Source, we see clearly of this agenda that rippled across time-space realities. We stand in our light, our sovereignty.
With all that is divine, love and right and righteous, holy and sacred.
We do not consent to a violation of our organic body,
or our sovereign divine rights given to us by God, Source, Spirit, Energy.
We nullify all dark magic, dark vibration imprinted upon our documents issued by the government. We see clearly and we no longer consent in any way or form. We bring forth God, Goddess consciousness,
Sovereignty and autonomy, self-love and brotherly and sisterly love, unity and oneness on all levels and in all dimensions, through light, sound, electromagnetics, gravitational fields, strong and weak nuclear force, the esoteric and the tangible, and void space. Void space and all that is.
We release any and all multidimensional vibration in any of our incarnations that have consented, allowed, were unconscious, unaware of implants of any quantum, energetic, spiritual, physical nature. We release, disperse, decode any of these vibrations in our mental field, spiritual awareness.
We forgive ourselves and we forgive all others. We embrace the truly good in ourselves and the truly good in each other. Elevate these energies to their highest, to merge them into God consciousness.
We reclaim our sovereign ability, humanoid template to regenerate our body. Every breath, we now regenerate our cellular DNA. Body, mind, and spirit. We are sovereign integrals of Source, beings of light, wingmakers. We acclaim to our sovereignty now, forever, always, in all directional timelines, vibrations, multiverse.